Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan Templin. I'm the Reasonable Tech Dad, host of another episode of the Reasonable Contractor. And the guest today is somebody that saved my ass this week. Last weekend, I had a laundry valve start leaking in a very small space in a closet where I had a stacked laundry unit. And Mr. Luke here came over, and after I took a homeowner hack attempt at it and it was still leaking 10 hours later, I found out. I had to call Luke, and Luke came out and did amazing work. Same day, got us all set up, and we're all good to go now. So I don't know if you can do a better intro than that, right? For a business guy.
I'll take that.
Without further ado, Luke Kuznia, ladies and gentlemen. Luke, if you want to tell us how'd you get started being a plumber, man?
Sure. So I went up to University of North Dakota after senior year of high school. Tried the college gig for 2 years, realized very quickly wasn't for me. So took a break from that, stayed up in North Dakota, took on a job at a moving company, worked my way up, and then I led a crew for 2 years. It was majority I just got my buddies' jobs there, and then I realized I had to get out of that. So, but it did teach me very good customer service and just kind of being careful and treating people's property with respect.
Huge.
So then I moved back home, and kind of just on a whim, it was between plumbing and electrical, and I realized that everybody was kind of going towards electrical because they thought that it meant more money. So I kind of went the off route and I went with plumbing. So then I got signed up with Hennepin Tech here in the city's vocational school, started that up, and then very quickly I realized that you can only learn so much in a classroom. So then I applied for my first plumbing job at it was a single owner. He was the only employee. He took.
Did you do that before you finished school?
Yeah, so I lasted in school there 3 weeks before I finished out the year, but within the first 3 weeks I realized I needed to be doing this hands-on.
Interesting.
So schooling was from 4 to 8 p.m., so I'd work from 7 to 3, and then I'd go into school.
Interesting. They had the night gig. Slick.
Yeah. So the one thing that school really helped out with was navigating the Codebook, kind of working your way around that, which paid dividends in the long run because when you test out for your Journeyman, you get the Codebook. It's 240 questions and you have 4 hours. So you got to be going through the questions pretty quick. So all the questions are in front of you. You just need to know.
It's a matter of finding them.
Yeah, exactly. So it did help out in the long run, but I knew very quickly you just had to get out in the field, get your hands on some tools, and just do it.
Well said. Was that test as notoriously hard as the electrical? Because I have a 2-year degree from Anoka Tech for construction electrician, and it's same story. But at the time, the Journeyman electrician test had a very low pass rate. So was plumbing the same way? For that exact reason. Guys knew how to do the work, but they had a time limit on the Codebook.
Right. I do know that I have a close buddy who's an electrician. He finally passes Journeyman after the 11th try.
Not an uncommon story.
And I've heard that it's the second hardest test to get a Journeyman in the nation for electrical wise. I think North Dakota I've heard is harder, but Minnesota's right there.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
My first job out of school, I went industrial, so I was doing controls and automation, and they had me traveling my first year. Young guy, go change some light bulbs in Idaho type of deal. And I found out there because it was a new construction project, industrial, that guys were like, "Oh, you're from Minnesota, dude! Like, if you get a journeyman license in Minnesota, you can work anywhere."
Right. Exactly.
And you get a journeyman license at other places, you can't come to Minnesota and do work. Right. They'll make you recertify.
We'll put you in your place.
That's so funny. That's interesting. I didn't know plumbing was like that too.
Yeah. So, which I wish it wasn't like that because you could be one heck of an electrician or plumber or anything and just be really bad at taking tests. I get it because there's 40 other people in the classroom. All you hear is pages flipping and it's just really hard to concentrate, which they do have kind of stipends. You could say like after you fail at a certain amount of times, or you could claim disability or whatever you got, you can get your own separate room. That really helps with that. That's why he ended up passing, my buddy, for the electrician.
He got to take it by himself because I was waiting for you to finish, but like the 4-letter word test and the pressure makes really talented people freak out.
Right.
In every aspect.
Time crunch and just you can only get so many wrong. So you got to pick and choose your battle. And
think about the human types that you're talking about. You know what I mean? These
Right.
guys, like, you know what I mean? That's not necessarily their wheelhouse all the time.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Continuing along then, so you switched from a moving company, you got the plumber gig, and you passed the journeyman. Now you've been doing it for how long?
Boy, 2017 till now, that's 7 years now.
Yeah,
Almost
buddy.
going on 8 years. So, yeah, I always told myself I wouldn't go out on my own, just the stress, this and that. You get comfortable kind of, but you have to branch out. You got to kind of test yourself, test the limits.
Well
So,
said.
after a year and a half of having my journeyman, I went and decided to take the master's, which you need that to
That's
start a
for
moving
licensing.
company. And luckily, I passed it on my first try.
You say
I
lucky.
honestly thought
Listen to
that
this
they
guy
said,
playing modest.
yeah. No,
That's
I thought that they
preparation.
said the wrong test results to me. So instantly when I saw the word passed, I just paid for the dues, and I'm like, they can't take it from me now. It's fine. So once I
Quick,
passed
cut the
that,
check. Cut the check
right,
before they
exactly.
fix it.
So I passed that in November 2 years ago, and then just with all the paperwork and expiration dates of everything, I just waited till January, kind of. I waited till January to kind of start up my own gig, and then once January came around, I got all my ducks in a line and just went for it.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, thank
Congratulations.
you.
And so new business then, what's the biggest challenge? What's making you good? How are you? I mean, you obviously, I can tell you're good. You walked in first time. I mean, you got customer testimonial right here.
Sure.
And you have good Google reviews. When I was researching you, you have very good Google reviews.
Sure.
Are you updating that yourself?
Um, really, I don't do any advertising. I just let people kind of find me, and word of mouth is so big.
It's
If
huge.
and it's probably the best referral out there. If one person likes you, odds are the next person they're going to refer you to will like you. So I really try to let word of mouth spread. Just you can't beat that. Free advertising.
Well
If one
said.
person likes you, next person's going to like you, hopefully.
Well, I
And
mean,
then I don't know. It's there's really not a good answer to what makes you good. It's customer service. I've always tried to strive because my high school job I worked at Cub Foods, a local grocery store, and I started as cashier and I worked my way up to customer service manager. And it's just you have to look the customer in the eye and just kind of hear their story. Obviously, they're not going to be the happiest all the time, especially grocery store, plumbing. It doesn't matter. They're calling you because they have an issue and you need to go there and fix it. So nobody likes water pouring out of their ceiling or this and that. But you kind of just have to be the great mediator. Walk in there, do the job, give them a
I
fair
like that.
price, and it's you just got to get the job done. Make sure they're happy, and then at the end of the day, you'll be happy.
Dude, that's what's wisdom. You're like, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. You nailed it. And you've got this common theme that you said. You went in to the moving company, worked through, was running your own crew,
Yep.
now plumbing all the way through. And now you talked about Cubism early on. Like, obviously, it's something that you understand. It's across every industry and every position is interacting with people. And like you said, looking people
Right.
in the eye and understanding them. So that's, I
Exactly.
mean, it's, and I ask a lot of people the same question. I haven't done this many contractor interviews as of late, but I was a bartender for 12 years, and it's
Sure.
the same concept. When you're hearing people, people often are coming to the bar to kind of talk about work anyway, and they talk
Exactly.
about the challenges, and you just hear the same stories. And the people that I found were super frustrated because obviously I knew the customer service gig. That's my wheelhouse for sure. And the people that were so frustrated typically were the ones that weren't doing what you were saying. I didn't, you know what I mean, shake them down about it, but it's exactly, you hear that pretty common. It's they were talking about them and what they were trying to do in the stories they're telling me versus what you come through with is hearing them. So that's it comes through clear in your work, man, obviously. Good for you, dude. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So then you don't see much. I mean, it's a new business. You're getting all word of mouth. You don't have any supplier issues, material issues, anything like that. New tariffs slowing you down,
No.
costing you extra money, any of that kind of political noise. But
Honestly, the biggest frustration on that end of the things is when you go to a supply house, you go to a Home Depot, you get the product, you get to the customer's house, and a rubber washer's missing. The toilets
open the
leak.
valve.
It's,
Yeah.
it's just like all those little things, and it's like it all falls down on you, but you got to make it right at the end of the day. So you go back, you get the right stuff, but it's just been a lot of faulty products lately. That's really
Interesting.
it's frustrating. That's the only word. You open up a toilet box and the toilet's shattered. It's like, what do you do about that? Like, you you open up a brand new shower trim, a part's missing. So it's just little things like that. That's what I've noticed mostly.
Do you
But
have items that hurts you longer as far as like the lead time? So if it takes a week to get that toilet, do you have a lot of stuff like that, or does most of the stuff you sell pretty go to the store and get it type?
go to the store and get it type. And as far as like fixtures, there's a million and one different variations of everything. So I
Yeah,
try to
dude.
push the customer to pick that out, just so at the end of the day they pick out what they want and there's no guessing game.
Yes.
It's just it's
Well,
crazy
then I
how
can
many
tell
different
you.
toilets there are. There's a million and one. A toilet's a toilet, but there's a million and one different kinds of toilets.
And you probably know this way better than me, but just from being a homeowner, take that laundry valve, for instance. If there's
Right.
more of those, like when I walk into Home Depot as a guy that's done this twice in, 10 years, and I'm like, well, here's 8 of them. You know what I mean? If I forget to bring that one or that one's destroyed, the fact that you're pushing them towards the standard stuff, I think only helps them when they need to replace it.
Right. Make it as
Yeah.
foolproof as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, that's awesome, dude. I won't push too long for your time here. This was amazing. Last thing I gotta ask, I always ask on the podcast because I'm the Reasonable Tech Dad, and I know you're a father as well. What's something you could tell the next generation getting into the trades? Like, I don't think we're giving anybody any news to say like, hey, we need you. Like,
Right.
we need people in the
Let's know it
trades.
now.
Yeah, that's common knowledge. But what do you, as your experience, what's something you could tell the next generation that would encourage them or give them some insight as to how it would be a good choice?
Don't be scared to try it. If you're in school and you don't like it, just don't be scared to try it. There's always an opinion from here. There's always an opinion from there to go to school, do this, do that. If you're not vibing on the whole school scene, just go out and try it. If
Yeah.
it, yeah, I don't know.
It's succinctly said. That's amazing, dude.
Right.
Um,
Everybody has their niche. They just have to find it. And
yes.
some people love sitting at a computer doing whatever they want to do. Right. Some people may not know it yet, but using your hands, going and building something, really seeing the progress of something take shape. It's just don't knock it till you try it type of thing. And that, like, I wish more high schools had the shop class just so that
Couldn't
it should
agree more.
almost be like you should almost have to take it just so you know. If you hate it, you hate it. If
Sure.
you have interest in it,
But it's something you should be exposed to. I
right,
think so,
exactly.
100%. Yeah, dude. It sounds like you wouldn't be out of line with saying the word fulfilling. Like when guys work with their hands, men especially, women in the trades, that stuff. There's a ton of that, and that's great too. We're talking to women kids too, but there is something extremely gratifying about building something or putting something together with your hands,
Yep,
and then getting paid on top of it.
exactly.
If you're feeling lost, like you were talking about, or school's not your vibe, go check it out. Go try it out.
And just problem solving. If you're a problem solver, there's so many good fits for you in the blue collar industry. Everybody's got a problem no house is perfect. It's either the homeowner is going to take a stab at it or they're going to call a professional, and that's where you come in. If you have really good problem solving skills, I'd say the trades are a really good fit for you too.
Yeah. And the guys you work with, other contractors and stuff like that. It's a down to earth group of people.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, dude.
Everybody's looking out for each other.
Well said. Well, Luke, I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man, so thanks for coming on, man.
For
And
sure.
we'll
Thanks for having me. That was
think
fun.
thanks, dude. You take it easy, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep, bye.